Hi, I'm Neil. I am a cinematographer and photographer from Montclair, New Jersey, and I'm also a thinkTANK ambassador. And as a thinkTANK ambassador, I have received this Longhaul 75 to evaluate. I've spent the last couple of weeks on a camping trip up in New Hampshire and trying this bag out. We were car camping, so I threw all of my clothing and my DOP kit, my toiletries kit, into this bag, and I am here to report back that it performed admirably. I really appreciate the separator system inside. It allows me to keep all of my clothes on one side and all of my random odds and ends on the other side. And the plentiful outside pockets gave me great places to keep all of the things that I didn't want inside the bag, like my water bottle, my bug spray, my sunscreen, and then also these side pockets with their kind of got this plastic piece built in here, which allows you to always get into them real easily. I keep a pair of lightweight gloves, a headlamp, and of course my hand sanitizer here on the outside, always at the ready, easily accessible. It is clear to me that, like all of the products that thinkTANK makes, that they have spent a lot of time thinking about how best to design and manufacture this bag. It is not only a robust bag. In fact, this has got about 40 pounds in it, I would say. And it doesn't seem to be groaning under the load in the least, but they've also really paid attention to the details to make sure that, as somebody who demands a lot from my camera bags and accessories, that same level of attention is paid to this non-camera bag as well. So let me just give you a 30-second tour of what I brought. On one side here, you can see I've got all of my packing cubes. I've got a whole bunch of them in here. I've got some loose clothes in here, more packing cubes. I've got some Eagle Creeks, some Peak Design bags, and down at the bottom there, I've got some dress shirts folded up. And that's one of the things that I like quite a bit about this bag, is that the size allows me to do exactly that. On this side, I can fold up my dress shirts, put them all the way at the bottom. I don't usually bring dress shirts camping, but I happen to have one just in case. And then on this side, I've got my DOP kit. I've got a speaker and just some other odds and ends, my sleeping stuff and some sweatshirts that don't necessarily need to fit in packing cubes. The separators, of course, are completely movable. I won't cover that since thinkTANK has done a great job showing you how those work. The one thing I will say is that the tabs that are used to retain the dividers are an absolute innovation that should be on every bag going forward. I keep the extra separators here in the bag too, just in case I need them, but these tabs right here are ingenious. They prevent the separators from separating from the bag when you are filling it and emptying it. Some bags like this, especially with softer sidewalls, when you move them around, the separators just pull off the sides and then everything is mixed together, commingled inside. Because of these little tabs that they've put over the top, that doesn't happen at all, not at least in my experience. So I'd say that that's the biggest innovation in this bag. It's not necessarily something that, there we go. It's not necessarily something that a lot of people are talking about or raving about, but I think it's probably one of the best features here. And then the other thing I just want to say about the design of this bag, and again, this kind of speaks to thinkTANK's attention to detail, is the length of these handles. These top handles here, one thing that other manufacturers do all the time, and I can't believe they do it, is they make these handles too short. So they're down here, and when you go to grab one handle, like this one in the back, if it's too short, you can't reach the other handle. But with thinkTANK, what they've done is they've made it long enough that I can easily get to the other side of the bag and pick up both handles with one hand. I really like that. The last thing I'll point out is, I know there's been a lot of talk about how there are handles everywhere to grab these bags. And yes, they're great for lifting, but the other thing that I think is an recognized feature is that when you throw this bag into your trunk, especially a larger trunk like a minivan, and you get it all the way away from you, you can grab from the outside of the vehicle the one handle that's to you and pull the bag out. I really, really like that about these bags, that no matter which way it's facing, you've always got a handle facing you that you can pull on. Thank you very much to thinkTANK for sending me this bag. I am very happy with it. I'm not just saying that because I'm an ambassador. I think that if you pick up this bag in the current Kickstarter or even after the Kickstarter, you too will be very pleased with the quality. Like I said, they've brought everything that they've learned from the camera and gear world into an everyday bag. I am looking forward to what else they've got in store. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll talk to you soon.